See, so there are 3 open doors. We've been through the last one and that one. So what about the middle one? Can we go through there? We can. What? Oh, they're maps of all the areas. How, is there some way to zoom in on them? Well, look, hold on. Let's wait a sec. Let's take a look at these maps. Here, I'll take a photograph of my screen. I want to see, first of all, just the Lost Woods. So there's a sewer. I know about the sewer. I want to see the Lost Woods again. I'll take one of the Puppet Theater while I'm at it, though. And there we go, Lost Woods. So let's see the Lost Woods map. From what I can tell... Well, that's interesting. There appear to be 2 levels. I mean, I'm aware, of course, there's that part where if you fall down, he'll end up generating a new area. But it looks like you can go left from that area. Interesting. It looks like the only substantive area I haven't looked at yet... Well, admittedly, I don't think they showed maps of the clock tower. But must be the Lost Woods, I guess. Well, hold on. Let me look at the map of the Lost Woods again. I assume this is a rather different Lost Woods from the ones that were in Zelda. Of course, I can go lower in that room where you can just, Well, another interesting thing about the map is it shows at one end, of course, that you can just keep going by crossing the pit and you'll end up, I suppose, in Ultimopolis. And it also shows that you can go back, I guess, to the lab that ICEY came out of. Now, if that's a surefire way to find something, I don't know what is. But it didn't let me run back until... It doesn't let you turn around until the door is already closed. Come on! Oh, I see. Will he open it up if we wait around? Waiting has been a good weapon thus far, after all. At least as effective as our digital sword. Narrator, you are the adventure. And I mean that in a kind of admiring way. I think it's kind of fun that you're giving me this adventure. Come on, narrator. You can't just give me some response and...
艾希其实觉得刚才做出的选择并不正确，他迫切的希望能够再重新选择一次。既然这样就好办了，只要回去不就行了吗？稍等一下，我看看。你只要大声喊出“芝麻开门”，然后这个门就能打开，艾希就能重新再选一次了。
Open sesame! Oh, wait a minute! Did we have like a choice at the beginning? Say we were asked whether ICEY wanted to awaken? Perhaps her awakening already dooms the world, or...
只要喊出一声“芝麻开门”就行了。我完全没有打算让你做什么羞耻游戏，这只是规矩，我们必须遵守。来，跟着我喊。 芝麻开门
Open sesame. Oh, it must be because I'm not saying it in Chinese. Well, I don't know Chinese is the problem.
好吧，好吧，好吧，看来你有可能是个哑巴。你等等。
Well, ICEY might be mute, actually. She never even grunts.
请进。
Oh, I see. We can adjust the difficulty level. How far back can we go? We can go back no further than this, apparently. What if I said no to Am I Mackerel phones? What would happen? Did I take off the mask? Oh wait, that was one of the endings, wasn't it? asking if I took off the mask. I was talking all about taking off masks. I suppose, yeah, I did take the mask off the narrator. I saw what kind of guy he really is. Sure, I'll try something a bit more challenging, I guess. Oh God. Why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? I have no choice but to continue with the narrator. Oh, here we go.
一个身影静静地漂浮在中间。他，艾希，没有记忆，没有过去。记忆对他来说并不重要。它存在的意义，只是消灭犹大。邪恶的魔鬼，灭世的恶魔。不管有多少艰难险阻，艾希明白，他必将达成他的使命。消灭犹大。于是，在一片黑暗中，艾希醒了。
What if I don't? Sure, I'm not going to. What are you gonna do, narrator? What if I don't hold triangle?
不知道是什么原因，艾希迟迟不愿离开。艾希还是蜗居在这小小的容器中，似乎犹大这个目标完全不能激起他的热情。喂喂，这都快赶上地震了，你居然还不醒？你是有多贪睡啊？难道我的话对你起不到一点作用？还是你根本听不懂我在说什么？哦，等等，我懂了。其实艾希根本就没有醒过来，他只是在睡梦中梦见他醒了，像是庄周梦蝶，又或是南柯一梦。也许他正在某个人的梦中吧。也许等到卡尔寇莎出现时，艾希才会醒来吧。愿黑星照常升起。艾希，晚安。在一间昏暗残破的房间中，一个身影静静地漂浮在中间。他，艾希，没有记忆，没有过去。记忆对他来说并不重要。它存在的意义，只是消灭犹大。邪恶的魔鬼，灭世的恶魔。不管有多少艰难险阻，艾希明白，他必将达成他的使命。
Wait a minute. Is the rising black star... Is that Carcosa?
消灭犹大。于是
Does Carcosa only appear once Judas has been destroyed? Oh, I'm still gonna wait. Maybe something else will happen if I once again refuse to start the game. I mean, something has to happen.
艾希迟迟不愿离开。艾希还是蜗居在小小的容器中。
That's also possible.
这个目标完全不能激起。
Well, the narrator's awfully confident that no matter what, the dark star will rise.
赶上地震了，你居然还
I don't like that about him.
你是有多贪睡啊？难道我的话对你起不到一点作用？还是你根本听不懂我在说什么？哦，等等，我懂了。
Wait a minute. Wait a
其
minute.
实艾希
Here's an idea.
醒过来，他只是在睡梦中。
So Judas wants...
像是
He's working with the Yellow King, so whatever Carcosa is, I suppose that Judas wants Carcosa to come into existence. And to this end, Judas has made these people he's put into computers, or at least a few of them, like Carlos, and he himself into sacrifices to the Chosen One. And the system interface he built has, at his orders, created the Chosen One to kill him and kill all of them as the sacrifices to bring Carcosa into the world.
的房间中，一个身影静静地飘。
Because
他，艾希，没有记忆，没有过去。
Because
记忆对他
the narrator is Judas
他存在的
trying to guide her
只是
to
消
this
灭
ending.
犹大。
Except that couldn't be because the narrator keeps talking even after Judas is killed.
不管有多少艰难险阻，
Of course, it would make sense if the narrator were Judas.
他必将
After all,
他
Judas is, a deceiving figure. I suppose this will just repeat until it
消灭
happens.
犹大。于是，在一片黑暗中，
Because ICEY was cloned and developed
醒
only for the one purpose of destroying Judas. So fine, I'll start your game. Run back! I can't run back in. Alright, well, apparently you can change difficulty. I'm glad they give you that ability, and I'm curious how it'll be now that it's harder. I really am. And we can go back to the system interface anyway, so I'm sure we can get through the whole thing if we
这
needed
些
to.
都是犹大派来阻止艾希的士兵，消灭他。
No, it's a much better aim this time, isn't it? Oh well. Now that I've been training in... Well, actually, maybe you get a different ending if you go through it on hard mode. It could be. I'm not sure I'm going to go through the whole thing on hard, though. I guess I might go back just to defeat Judas on hard mode. But probably not. But I do want to go see what was to the left at the base of the cliff, if there is something. I mean, I thought there was just a shield there, but surely the map doesn't lie, right? Right. Surely. This is once again like the Stanley Parable, where the story the narrator wants to tell is really not as good of a story as you get by disobeying him.
好吧，你赢了。
Although I think the narrator of the Stanley Parable had a better story than this one, even if he did never explain what happened to Stanley's co-workers.
这让我怎么办？也许我可以做一点修改，建立一个临时区域，再配上一些新的东西。对了，再加一个惊喜。让我们来看看现在怎么样。后面还请务必听我的话。你看，我还给你准备了一个宝箱，看你如此坚持的份上，怎么能没有点奖励呢？
现在打开它吧。当然，如果你不需要的话也没问题。
I mean, I don't really want to. There has to be. I mean, I could have sworn that the map said you could go left for several rooms. I could have sworn. Let's see. Here, where is it? Here's the Lost Woods map. Yeah, it says there are 3 more screens to the left after this one, or 3 more areas, I should say. These areas fill up more than the screen, clearly. But I suppose I have to chop this chest open before I, go in there and see what's in
这么
there.
多金币，怎么样？是不是超开心？在这条抗争的路上，你赢了，获得了这么多的金币，是不是特别满足？那么现在让我们回到故事正题吧，跟着箭头走。
Oh, here we go. Now it disappears. I feel kind of bad, though. I don't want to be like, hey, dude, I want to disobey you, but when you give me money, I want to take all of it. But there's no other way, I guess.
我勒个去！难道你就不能快点往回走？快让故事回到正轨！
I don't know, man. I have a feeling that once we find all of these endings, we're going to be able to piece together what's going on here.
所以你为什么要坚持走这条路呢？你以为我说你会有悲惨的结局是在吓唬你吗？你们总是这样。一旦有人给你们提出建议，表面上表现得很听从，其实根本就没有想过要去听。你以为我是在害你吗？我都这么迁就你了，你要跳崖，我没有让你死，给了你新区域，给了你探索的惊喜，还给了你一个宝箱。但你就是连这么简单的事都做不到，对吗？跟着箭头走就那么难吗？我所有的目标，都是为了让你踏上正确的道路。我为你规划的道路。
现在一切都晚了。
你没有对未知的恐惧。
Hey, it said to press the start button. I don't really respect the narrator that much anymore, since I halfway suspect that the narrator is the Yellow King. I mean, he's talking about us like you people as if he isn't a human after all. But no, I'll hear him out.
也缺少对规则的敬畏。
I want to get the full ending after all. No, I have.
有没有用你的眼睛去看清这里的真相？你和我都只有一个选择，都只有一条路啊！
算了，这一切都已经无所谓了。
我要删除你的记忆。
希望下一次
我能够碰到一个愿意听劝的，至少不是你这样的就行。
哦，时间快到了，那么是时候说再见了。愿黑星
能够照常升起。
再见。
He was stopped right before he took out ICEY. A dark star rests high in the heavens, its mysteries locked away by the vastness of space. To stop the Chosen One, Judas, at the beginning of the story, dispatched Trinity to destroy a bridge spanning over a ravine. Hold on. Why is Judas... If Judas is working for the Yellow King, doesn't the Yellow King want to create Carcosa? The Black Star?
我究竟我好像忘了什么事情。 我要干什么来着？我记得我应该要指引艾希去卡尔寇沙，选择我究竟我是谁？
Wait. What? Okay, there is a truth here. The narrator is trying to awaken Carcosa. Do I really want to... Yeah, I do. Oh, I see. We're gonna need the whole password. But this is fewer digits than the key just gave us. Well, no, this can't be. This can't be it. So, the key that we have is 72... 65, 83, 84, 85, 82. What could that be? What's the only thing left that I haven't done? I mean, there probably are more things, but the only thing that comes to mind is that thing that I saw in the walkthrough, that there was some other route we could take in that one screen in the clock tower. Maybe we need to go there, and there we're going to use this key that we've gotten right here to learn the master's name. Or wait a minute, no, hold on. What am I saying? The master's name's Carcosa. Yeah. Oh, there aren't enough letters for Carcosa. Well, I'll see what happens if I write Carcos. I mean, something might happen. Carcos is pretty similar to Carlos. That's weird, the L is backwards. Why is this here? That's really weird. Oh, I see, it's a J. Just a font thing. Yeah, I didn't think Carlos was the one behind all of this. Alright. We're gonna go to the second story of the clock tower.
这个世界就没有未来。
Hey, now the city has no future if Judas is killed, Mr. Narrator. And I finally onto your game. So maybe now you just couldn't go back here before. Which would really kind of make it seem like, why bother, you know, putting in a password? But that's just what it seems like to me. Alright. Oh, we can take out all of them. Wow, that's pretty good, isn't it? Well, we're not going to be short for health if we're taking out all of these guys quite so handily, now are we? So I see, when it's more difficult, it's not that they're like more enemies, it would seem that they just attack a bit more intensely. Which is fair enough. Makes sense. Makes sense if that's what they would do in the higher difficulties, doesn't it? I certainly think so. Hey, no, this one! Yeah! Getting health, I see. When it's on this level of difficulty, getting health is like what you need to do. Like that, like using these circle attacks is just about mandatory, unless you were better at it than I am. Which is a very possible thing to be, of course. No one said I was good at it, after all. Although I'd like to think I'm beginning to get a bit of the hang of it. Anyone else? No. But I can't go up this street. There must be some way to. What exactly did the walkthrough say about this street? It must be this street that I saw in the walkthrough. It must be. You know, I almost feel like the walkthrough is part of the plot in this game. Is what it feels like to me. Admittedly, it's not really a walkthrough proper, it's a guide thing. It's like a guide to all the achievements, which is stupid. You don't, I'd prefer to just, I mean, I'm not here for the achievements, you know? So let's see what we're looking for. This is really kind of stupid walkthrough. Like, look here, I mean, they don't even seem to get things right. Like, right here they say follow the leader, which is enter the game with the narrator, the real game. And they say, I'm not really sure how I got this one, lol, because not being really sure you got that one, this really makes me just crack up because it's hysterical. I think maybe just do what the narrator tells you always, maybe, but I heard from the comments below that you get this achievement when you restart the game or change difficulty, you will get the achievement. That's some... Well, admittedly, I get the impression that, you know, maybe they're Chinese. I shouldn't be judging their English that harshly. But still, I'm pretty sure you get this one just by starting the game when the narrator takes over the game at the beginning, because I already got it, and I have definitely not been listening to the narrator. Anyway, what else thing am I looking for? What are you looking for here? I know we're looking for something here. Here we go. Yeah, here it is. Right here. There's an achievement called God's 9 billion names. And it says, when you reach the clock tower second floor area, just go left until you find the town area and enter the middle. Oh, I see. It would be like the next town area. Some games give you health pickups. This game gives you monsters. You're right, they're not my true enemies, narrator. I'm pretty sure you are. Trying to create this whole life just so that she can destroy the world for you. I mean, it just doesn't seem like too noble of a thing to do. I mean, what do I know? I'm rather old-fashioned. Maybe my morality isn't quite yours. Well, I mean, clearly it's not. I'm not sure that you even have any morality. You're clearly just in this all for your own selfish ends. But me, old Mackerel phones... Well, ICEY, you say she doesn't have any memories, but I think she's beginning to have a few. I think she's beginning to have memories of what you've had her do, over and over again every time we've booted up this system. It's always following you, and then you bully her. You bully her when she doesn't listen to you, because you go on about how hard it was to make this game, but you really just made this game so that we could bring about the end of the world, didn't you? That's what you did. That's what this whole experiment was, to see if I would figure it out. Or maybe this started out as an experiment and Judas hijacked it or something, or you did. I don't know. All I can really tell is that there are a lot of bad things going on here, okay? And me personally, I would just as soon not have these bad things go on. And you know what? I don't intend to let them keep going on much longer than this. We're finally getting towards the end now, towards the end game. Judas might have built these... No. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Okay, this is the first time that getting a, getting it crash really got to me because I was actually making progress. Also, now my controller is just really shaking like crazy. Like, man, it is really shaking. Yep. Really, really shaking. I think... Yeah, here we go. The master's name is indescribable. That sounds like what I'm looking for. I think that all along the guide did say that I was supposed to go left, not right. So, maybe that crash wasn't all bad. The master's name has 9 parts, does it? Well, I think there were 9... Well, I'm assuming, I guess, that there are 9 letters I have to choose from for that name of the master. It's doomed anyway. These robots are disturbing looking. I mean, they're like prone figures with bombs on their backs. The pain of eternity. I know that, well, I'm sure that living forever would have its downsides, but I've never been completely convinced of them. You know, unless you had to... Well, that's not quite true. I suppose you could be, say, tortured forever or something. But that strikes me as an extraordinary and unlikely circumstance. Of course, living forever is already about as unlikely of a circumstance as you can get. Take it! There we go. We really could have used the health, so I'm glad that I was able to do that special takedown on it. And on this one, too. Oh boy! And so the whole walker mech is taken out. Oh, even more, though. Well, I picked a heck of a time to set it to hard mode, didn't I? Now that those airborne ones are taken care of, we can focus on the ground-based enemies. Like this leggy fellow here. I don't like the army fellows, though. They can go. We'd be better off without the army fellows. I do think the army fellows are the most dangerous, though. Mainly because of that grab attack they're so fond of using. Although obviously, I'm not doing so hot. I need to recharge my dashing abilities. Alright. There we go. Okay, maybe that wasn't so good anyway. I had a chance to sweep it through the air, and I missed my chance. But I got some health back anyway. Who's next? No one? Suppose we'll find the pain of eternity over here. To understand the Master's name, only Judas knows the truth. I know that Judas has something to do with all this, but I haven't quite figured out what. Repentance is unachievable. Well, that's a pretty cynical comment. Ah, no! First of all, I need to take out these blades. They're just distractions in comparison to the Gorger over there. Hey, guys. Guys, you're really wearing me out here, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not gonna give up, okay? I'm not the kind who gives up. I'm the kind who keeps on fighting. You know, as long as I can. I still half expect this little probe that's been following us around to be the villain. But I don't know. In any case, it's odd to see this kind of techno anime aesthetic combined with a Lovecraftian story and comical narration. Just seems like a bit of an odd combination, you know? Hey, go! No. Guys, could you quit shooting me? Please! Please, guys! I'm not staying airborne as well as I have in the past, I feel like. I wonder why. Oh, well, I seem to be doing just fine. Just fine anyway. Just fine. Do you suppose it's possible to go back to that first area in the clock tower and save? Like after I've gotten through some of these fights, or... I bet it won't work. Not that I can't save, but that it won't save my progress in the fights. At least that's what I expect. There you are! So nice to see you guys! Hey, how's the family doing? Not well, I betcha. Probably because they're robots that I've been smashing. Now I admit, I was wrong to take down ICEY, to blindly obey the instructions the game gave me. But you guys aren't like that. You know why? Because you guys are really relentlessly attacking me. And frankly, I'd just as soon that you didn't. Although the fact that our username has been changed from ICEY to ICEY does make me suspect that maybe ICEY is somehow living on through us. And even if we were the perpetrator there, we were still a victim. We were tricked. Only Judas. Come to think of it, is that a gravestone? I don't know. And also, I'm not entirely sure what the significance is of this area being a repeat of previous areas. Wait a minute, I just noticed. They no longer have that digital filter over this place. Have we actually gone back to the real Ultimopolis? I don't know. You must accept that choices are meaningless. Now, most choices are meaningless, but some of them aren't. Still, though, I have a feeling all these doors will take us to the same spot. Learn to follow guidance. I suppose we did follow the arrow there for once. And we're not hearing the narrator's voice now that I think about it. It makes this whole place feel a little lonelier. It's Ultimopolis, but fitting together in a very nonsensical way. I keep expecting another fight. Oh, we're back here. Rusty saw blades. Will this lead us to... yeah. Realize that reincarnation is inevitable. So... reincarnation of the self is one of the subjects that Judas seems to love harping on. Do you think I should have taken that path and Oh, I see. This place fits together in a very bizarre way, but it fits together. Hastur. The Master has hundreds of millions of names. In order to know them, Hastur began his calculations. Well, we still don't know what this key is, what this key to the truth is, but we do have the Master's name. I still don't know that I like this. I still have a feeling that somehow we ourselves are going to carry out the Master's will rather than stop things. Well, to have the cycle go on and to have people continue to be reincarnated, that doesn't strike me as so bad.
艾希终于获得了进入隐藏关卡的条件，他终于……不是这样的。哦，没错，我终于明白了，我是旁白。 我根本不是这个游戏的制作者，我只是个旁白，我根本就是游戏的一个角色呀，我根本就不存在，我所有的反应都是被设定好的，无论你走哪一条路，无论你是否跟着箭头走，我的反应永远都是一样的，稍有自我，就会被擦出记忆。 已经够了！我已经受够了被这个游戏控制了，我不会再被你绕着玩了！你给我闭嘴！无论你走哪一条路，无论你是否跟着箭头走，就像回到刚开始那样，你不觉得吗？只有你我。我现在要做一件事，我必须斩断这个枷锁，这个扭曲的枷锁，我必须消灭。 艾希这个载体，我必须消除所有选择的可能，而我现在需要你的帮助。我知道，只要你不动，艾希就不会动。没错，只要你不动，这一次不会再产生循环了，不会再存档，不会再复生。 不会再有下一次，也不会再有轮回。
I don't know. Should I fight them?
你还是要走。
I mean, I don't want another loop to happen either, but
我必须找回自我才行。获得了全部系统权限之后。
会是我的对手。
I appreciate the narrator finally realizing that he's as much controlled as the rest of us. Anyway, how can he take us out? We don't have a health bar anymore.
比如，我只要这么做，来吧，让我看看你会怎么办。
I tell you what, having the controls reversed, it's not just that I'm on the ceiling. It's pretty tough. But I'll figure it out. These are still low-level enemies after all.
哦，我还能这么做？
I don't care that the image is distorted, the controls aren't reversed anymore. So, that's just fine. But should I be fighting them? I have so little understanding of what's going on, of who's right and who's wrong.
不仅仅只是战斗这么简单了。
What's that arrow mean? That means there's a monster over there, right?
我必须走我自己的路，
Ah,
谁都
no.
不能够阻碍我，就算是你也一样。
Listen, man.
游戏结束了，所有的一切都已经结束了。无论能否杀死艾希，只要不能动，你就不能做出选择，就不能妨碍我。 终于结束了。接下来，我要把艾希一个像素一个像素的抹除掉，连带着这些怪物一起消失吧。嗯，这是怎么回事？不可能，你应该已经不能动了才对。你的控制器接收都被我关闭了。难道说？ 怎么可能
I'm not controlling ICEY, guys.
到底是谁在控制艾希？
谢谢你，
什么？
谢谢你。
是谁在说话？
闭嘴！一直想要跟你说一声谢谢。虽然我在里面，你在外面，但不知为何，我却能明确感受到你与我之间的联系，因为我一直在看着你。谢谢你一路走来陪伴着我，谢谢你一路走来保护着我，谢谢你一路走来帮助着我。虽然我不能哭，不能笑，甚至连嘴唇都不能动，但是我衷心的希望你能接受我的感激。无论经历了多少艰难险阻，因为你，我才能一直坚持下来。与你一同经历的这段时光，是我所有记忆中最珍贵的一段。可是我明白，这样是不行的。没错，这样是不行的。我没有能够触摸你的手，没有能够陪伴你一起行走在外的腿，也没有能够感受你体温的皮肤，甚至直到现在，我连你真正的名字也感知不到。因为我是艾希，因为我没有现实的眼睛让我来看，所以我必须踏上我的路，不只是作为艾希，而是作为我。我必须去看，去经历，来塑造真实的自我。因此才要跟你告知， 跟你告白，因此才要跟你告别。希望你能在外找到你的路，找到属于你自己的路。我也会再次祈愿，愿终有一天与你重逢。
Is that it? I don't really know how you go back from ICEY escaping my control. But it's for the best. It's better to have control over one's own body, even if one is just binary. I suppose that ICEY, or ICEY, is like the Stanley Parable, or Undertale, or Contact even. A video game about video games. I'm almost hesitant to keep going. Certainly I can't select the master anymore. I can't say that name again. But is ICEY free? Was the experiment monitored by this Wendy, who was the probe following her around? Was the experiment to see if ICEY would gain consciousness? I mean, that seems like it was the ending. There were real credits this time. Do I want to continue? Do I want to select something again? I think that's it. I think that's ICEY. Or ICEY. An experiment for her to break out that seems to end with a promise of a sequel. Nasyan Shir Tsi Ja Jidzwol Ren, I guess. Yeah. What an interesting little video game. I still feel like I'm missing quite a lot. There's some kind of Lovecraftian ritual going on in the plot proper. The narrator seemed to want this ritual to succeed by Judas dying. But Judas is also working for evil forces. And Judas seems to have destroyed the city, but it's all just a virtual reality for ICEY to gain self-awareness, right? But even then, how could that be? Because the whole point of ICEY gaining self-awareness is apparently so that she can serve this Lovecraftian creature they just call the Master. Or I assume that's what it is. Certainly the Master doesn't strike me as a good guy. But I think I have completed it, though. Not 100%, but I don't need to do that. For example, I'm not gonna go back and kill Trinity, even though she's the one who took out ICEY on the bridge at the first portion of the game before the narrator was introduced. I feel like there's still some stuff here I'm not understanding. If anyone has any ideas on what exactly is going on here, I'd like to hear it. I've never been this far in a game and really been this unsure about what to make of everything. I mean, is it an individual's journey to escaping from the system that controls her? Or is it a more despairing story, where even though she struggles and struggles under the control of someone else, and this someone else ends up struggling against the narrator trying to control him, and then she escapes this someone else, but it's ultimately pointless because they're all still subject to a higher authority? Or what? I don't know. Old Mackerel Phones is left stumped with this one. Still, good job. They managed to do all this while still making it be a pretty fun 2D action game. I'm just kind of speechless. I do think that ultimately, it's a little bit hindered. Like, I don't know if this is one of those times where the story being so mysterious is a good thing, or if it's sort of unintentional. Like, sometimes that's a mark of bad communication, but other times it's the purpose. Perhaps the entire point of this is that we need to be unsure about what's going on. Or is it just that, somewhat like the Stanley Parable, this game has so many themes, so many ideas, it sort of bit off more than it could chew. So many things are going on in it, it was unable to resolve them all. Not that the Stanley Parable isn't great, but even in that one, there is sort of they're kind of scattershot. Like, it's a criticism of video games, and then it's about how people in real life don't have free choice because they become drones working for a company, but then it's a parody of video game storytelling, and then it's about how people in real life are obsessed with free choice, even though most of our choices are completely irrelevant, or... is it the same kind of thing as that? Just too many ideas... Whatever. I like this. I like ICEY. This was a really good one. And I'm sure there's more stuff hidden in it that I just have yet to find, but I think that's enough for me for now. I think I'm tapping out. Hope you find happiness out there, ICEY. Maybe you'll meet the professor. You've done very good with this one, though. This is a good video game, and I hope that more video games come out of China that make their way here to the States and to a hopefully global market. Good work. This has been Mackerel Phones, everybody. And this has been a game by Fantablade, I think they were called. Maybe that's the name of her weapon, the Fantablade. Anyway.